here, ang sinasabi sa letter D class, what if kapag merong kasuhan, civil action, or may away si seller at saka si buyer, and then meron na intervention ng korte, which is siyempre either sa kay buyer or seller nag-file ng case. So ang sabi ng batas, Article 1606, meron pang extension yung 10 years or any year, depende. Kapag from the time ng final judgment class ibig sabihin meron ng hatol yung korte. So meron ng hatol yung korte, and then binibigyan ng court yung seller ng right to repurchase within 30 days from the time of final judgment. Naintindihan? When the final judgment was rendered in a civil action on the basis that the contract was a true sale with a right to repurchase. Next, effect of failure to exercise right of repurchase. So, ano yung magiging epekto class kapag hindi in-exercise ni seller yung right of repurchase or pacto de retro? Article 1607. So, anong sinasabi ng Article 1607? So, let me read it to you. Article 1607. In case of real property, the consolidation of ownership in the vendee by virtue of the failure of the vendor to comply with the provisions of Article 1616 shall not be recorded in the registry of property without a judicial order after the vendor has been duly heard. So, ang sabi class sa 1607, kapag si seller failed to exercise the right of repurchase, ibig sabihin, yung title over the property is mako-consolidate on vendee, sa vendee. So, may example tayo. S sells a specific lot for 100,000 to B. The parties stipulated that S may repurchase the lot within 5 years from the date of execution of the contract. So, here class, during the time of sale, B becomes the owner of the property. Naintindihan? Kapag na-deliver na kay B take note class syempre may perfected contract pero may plus delivery yon. So, from the time of delivery, si B ngayon ang magiging owner ng specific lot. Ngayon, what if S does not exercise his right to repurchase within the period stipulated? Ibig sabihin, hindi na-exercise ni S or hindi siya nag-repurchase, hindi niya binili ulit yung property within 5 years na pinag-usapan nila. So, yung ownership of the lot or yung ownership over the lot will be consolidated in favor of B. So, anong ibig sabihin ng consolidated? Di ba class, merong nakalagay doon sa kontrata nilang resolutory condition? So, matatanggal na yung resolutory condition. Ibig sabihin, from resolutory condition, magiging absolute sale na siya. Naintindihan? So, magiging absolute sale na siya. So, ang gagawin ngayon dito ni B, ang nangyari kasi class, during the time of sale, syempre, ipapatransfer ni B yung title sa pangalan niya. Naintindihan? Kaso nga lang, merong naka-annotate doon sa likod ng title na merong right to repurchase or pacto de retro. So, this property is subject to pacto de retro sale within 5 years. Yun yung naka-annotate doon sa likod ng title. So, syempre, kapag hindi na-exercise ni S yung right to repurchase, ang mangyayari doon, matatanggal na yung naka-annotate doon sa title. Ibig sabihin, si B na talaga yung may-ari ng property. Wala nang iba. Naintindihan? Kasi nga, kapag may pacto de retro sale na provision kasi sa kontrata, hindi mo masasabi na sa'yo yung property, hindi mo masasabi na sa'yo talaga yung property. Until such time na si S, ma-expired na yung kanyang time or the period will be lapsed na. Naintindihan? So, that is the application of 1607. Okay? Next will be 4. Against whom right to repurchase available. So, sino-sino ba yung mga tao na hindi favor sa back to the retro sale. So, syempre, una-una dyan, the vendee. Syempre, ang back to the retro sale is against sa vendee. Kasi nga, kapag i-exercise ni seller yung kanyang right over back to the retro sale, syempre, back to the retro sale will against kay vendee. So, next, if the original vendee, take note lang sa original vendee dies, namatay, leaving several years, the vendor can exercise his right to repurchase against each of them for his own share, whether the thing be undivided or it has been partitioned among them. So, take note class, namatay yung vendee. So, syempre, lahat ng ari-arian ni vendee mapupunta na ngayon sa heirs. So, sabi ng batas, si vendor is, pwede niyang i-exercise pa rin yung right to repurchase over the property. Whether yung property na ibinenta is undivided or partition or ipinaghati-hatian na. Naintindihan? So, however, if the inheritance has been divided, the thing sold has been awarded to one of the heirs, the action for redemption may be instituted against him for the whole. So, Article 1615. So, mamaya we will have a individual example about this. First, every possessor whose right is derived from the vendee, a retro or the original vendee, even if no mention is made in the second contract of the right to repurchase, provided the right has been recorded in the registry of deeds, or even if the right is not registered but possessor has knowledge of the existence of the right. So, Article 1608, Mortgage Law and Land Registration Law. So, here may mga examples tayo. So, ito yung mga example natin, class. First, so, S sold his lot to B with right to repurchase that said lot within 5 years. So, repurchase within 5 years. Number 1, S may repurchase the lot from B, the original vendee, within 5-year period. So, ito yung first instances natin, class. So, yung back to the retro sale is against kay B or the original vendee. So, yan yung sinasabi ng batas. Next instances. Assume that B dies. So, namatay si B before S could repurchase the lot. So, namatay si B bago i-exercise ni S yung kanyang right. Then, B is survived by his sons. So, may natirang heir si B, X, Y, and Z. S may exercise his right to repurchase against S, Y, and Z and only to the extent of 1/3 undivided interest of each of the lot. So, yun class, si S is pwede niyang i-exercise pa rin yung kanyang right over the property, which is right to repurchase. So, anong gagawin ni S? I-exercise niya yung kanyang rights sa lahat ng heirs. Naintindihan? So, let's say for example, yung lupa is hindi pa na-divide. So, syempre, since yung lupa is kay B, so, X, Y, and Z is the co-owner of the lot. Naintindihan? Magiging co-owner sila. Naintindihan? So, since undivided pa lang siya, so si S dapat exercise niya yung kanyang exercise niya yung right niya sa lahat ng heirs. Naintindihan? But only to the extent of 1/3 undivided interest of each on the lot. Next, if the lot has been divided, so halimbawa nahati-hati na yung lupa, S may exercise his right to repurchase against X, Y, and Z only to the extent of the part that has been given to each of one of them in the partition. So, let's say for example, class, 1 hectare yung original sale, yung original lot. Siyempre, yung 1 hectare is isa lamang sa property ni B nung namatay siya. So, yung 1 hectare is nahati-hati na. So, naging 1/3, 1/3 na. So, 1/3 kay X, 1/3 kay Y, 1/3 kay Z. So, anong gagawin ni S? I-exercise niya yung kanyang right kay against X, Y, and Z to the extent only ng 1 hectare. Naintindihan? So, 1/3 lang kay X, 1/3 lang kay Y, 1/3 din kay Z. Next, what if X inherited the whole lot? So, Y and Z having been given other properties from the state, then S may exercise his right to repurchase against X alone. So, what if yung subject matter or the lot, yung original lot class is kay Y lahat napunta, or kay X rather. Kay X napunta lahat. So, syempre, si X lang, pwede niya i-exercise yung kanyang right kay X only. Hindi nakasali kay Y kasi nga, at hindi nakasali si Y at saka si Z kasi nga, they are not benefited over the property which is subject to facto de retro sale. C, assume that B sold the property to C. So, ito class, what if hindi ipinamana kundi ibinenta sa iba? S may exercise his right to repurchase against C provided the sale with right to repurchase was registered or C was aware that the sale was with a right to repurchase when he purchased the property from B. So, take note as ibinenta ni B yung property kay C. So, take note ha, but during the time, pwedeng i-exercise daw ni S yung kanyang right provided na yung sale or yung original contract of sale, yung original kontrata is naka-registered sa Registry of Deeds. So, doon na papasok class yung dapat ipa-annotate mo yung title. Naintindihan? Ibig sabihin kasi ng annotation is parang ino-notify mo si Registry of Deeds na ito na yung nangyari sa property. Naintindihan? Or di kaya, dapat pwedeng i-exercise ni S yung kanyang rights over C provided that C has the knowledge or alam ni C na yung property na binibili niya from B is subject to facto de retro sale. Naintindihan? So, yun yung sinasabi sa batas. That is Article 1608. Okay? Who may avail themselves of right to repurchase? So, sino pwedeng mag-avail? A vendor, a retro, or the original vendor. Number 1, a co-owner of undivided immovable which is essentially indivisible, who sells his share with a right to repurchase to a third person who subsequently acquired the whole thereof may be compelled by the latter to redeem the whole property if the former wishes to make use the right of redemption. That is Article 498 and 1611. Number 2, if several persons jointly and in the same contract should sell an undivided immovable with a right of repurchase, none of them may exercise this right for more than his respective share. Article 1612. The vendee may demand that co-owners or co-heirs come to an agreement upon the repurchase of the whole thing, and if they fail to do so, the vendee cannot be compelled to consent to a partial redemption. So, ito yung sinasabi ng Article 1613. So, mayroong partial redemption na mangyayari. Each one of the co-owners of an undivided immovable who may have sold his share separately may independently exercise the right of repurchase as regards his own share, and the vendee cannot compel him to redeem the whole property. So, 1614. Letter B, creditors of the vendor. So, take note class, sino yung pwedeng mag-avail ng right to repurchase? Unang-una daw, sabi ng batas, sa vendor. And then number 2, yung mga creditor ni vendor. So, what if class, may pinagkakautangan si vendor? Naintindihan? So, since wala nang pambayad si vendor, so, yung creditor ni vendor, pwedeng mag-exercise nila yung right to repurchase. However, they cannot make use of the right of redemption against the vendee until after they have exhausted the property of the vendor. So, dapat, before nila makuha yung right lupa na subject to right of repurchase, ubusin mo muna nila lahat yung property ni vendor. Naintindihan? Aside sa property na subject to fact